Good day. In this video, we're going to look at irrational numbers. We're going to decide between which two integers it lies and closer to which one of the two. We will only work with whole numbers, but whole numbers are part of integers. We will not work with any negative numbers until right at the end. I assume that you understand what integers mean. The abbreviation for integers is Z. And that is all the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3 in that direction and go on. And 0 in this direction, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, no decimals and so on. We're going to explain square root of 10, square root of 29, square root of 136 and square root of 40. Between which two of these numbers do they lie and closer to which one of that two again. The purpose of this video is for you, if you see an irrational number, to know between which two of the well-known numbers, let's call them integers, it lies, and closer to which one of those two again. You must know that without a calculator or anybody helping you. The first irrational number we're going to work with is square root of 10. We want to know between which two integers does it lie and closer to which one. If we take square root of 10 now, just left of it, we will find square root of 9, which is then 3. That is our integer. And on the other side, we'll find square root of 16, which we know is 4. So square root of 10 is between square root of 9 and square root of 16. That means it lies between 3 and 4. Now we must decide, is it closer to 3 or closer to 4? Only for this example, I quickly wrote out all the square roots between 9 and 16. So square root of 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's all of them. Now we must say, where does he fit in? He's very close to the square root of 9 and very far from the square root of 16. I usually go for the middle here. So the middle will be around about here. That's where 3, 3.5, 4, 3.5 will be. And it's definitely far away from 3.5 still, so it's very close to 3. Now we will use one method to the end of the video. Please remember, the purpose of this video is not to work out exactly what the answer is. Therefore, I made another video that said irrational numbers without a calculator, but that's not in the syllabus. So you just have to get a feeling on an answer and closely, where does it lie, between which two numbers, and close to which one of those two again. So here I put it out on a number line, taking the square root of 10. We know it lies between the square root of 9 and square root of 16. I draw a number line on scale. So that means it's going to lie between 3 and 4, because it lies between the square root of 9 and square root of 16. If you take this 16 minus 9, you're going to get 7. If you divide that by 2, you're going to get 3.5. You don't have to do this. So from there to there is 3.5 units, and from there to there is 3.5 units. So that's the middle. So the square, if I add that 3.5 to the 9, I'm going to get the square root of 12.5. You don't do this. That'll be in the middle. So definitely square root of 10 is under halfway. So you just make a mark on the number line, anywhere between here and there. Put an arrow and put your square root of 10 in. So square root of 10 lies between 3 and 4 and closer to 3. Anywhere on this line, if you put an arrow, they will mark it right. Next, we're going to work out the square root of 29. We want to know between which two integers it lies and closer to which one. So I wrote square root of 29. Draw a number line on scale. I put out 1, 2, 3, 4 markers. I know the square root of 29 lies between the square root of 25 and square root of 36. Perfect square roots. That means it lies between 5 and 6. If you have trouble with this, please stop the video. Now we need to find out closer to 5 or 6. If you take 36 minus 25, you're going to get 11. The half of that is around about 5.5. It is exact, but you don't have to do anything precise. The square root of 30.5, in other words 25 plus this 5.5, will be right in the middle there. We want square root of 29. So it will be just left of the middle, anywhere on this line over here, between the 5 and the 5.5. Please stop the video and get your brain around this. Next, we're going to find the square root of 136. It's an irrational number. We want to know round about what its answer is, between which two integers and closer to which one. The last two we're just going to do together, everything provided. We want the square root of 136. We know it lies between square root of 121 and square root of 144. That answer will be 11 and 12, so it lies between 11 and 12. We have to find closer to which one. We take the 144 minus 121, we get 23, divided by 2, we get 11.5. If you add 11.5 to this, remember you don't do this. If you see, the square root of 132.5 will be around about the middle. this number 136 is more than 132, so it'll be on the right hand side of the middle. Anywhere between the middle and the 12, you write in square root of 136. Now just quickly, the square root of 40 lies between the square root of 36 and the square root of 49, which is between 6 and 7. Then we take 49 minus 36, which is 13. Divide by 2 is 6,5. If you add the 6,5 to the 36, you're going to get 42,5. That's round about the middle. And square root of 40 is less than square root of 42,5. That's why you put your arrow over there. And like I said in the beginning, the main purpose is not all this hard work I'm showing you. You must be able to know that the square root of something that doesn't work out on the calculator lies between which two integers and closer to which one. That you have a feeling on this number and not be frightened by the square root of 40. The next question I took from a Zediger Prac Maths Grade 9 book. It says, examine the above number line and write down the natural numbers, the integers, the negative rational numbers, and the irrational numbers. Firstly, I marked the integers, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please stop the video and check. The first thing they asked is, what is the natural numbers? That's all the yellow orangey ones. Then she asked, what are the integers? That is all the green ones that I marked. Then she asked, what is the negative rational numbers? That's the blue ones again. Lastly, she asked the irrational numbers. That's all the red ones. You have to stop the video and look at it. We only explained the square root of 5 and square root of 14 in this video. But pi is also an irrational number. Where does he fall? Close to 3, between 3 and 4, but closer to 3 because he's 3,14. Also, cube root negative. This is also, it lies between minus 2 and minus 1, closer to minus 2. And then we have minus the square root of 7. That's closer to minus 3 than to minus 2. That you must sort out yourself. Please indicate whether you liked or disliked this video and subscribe to the channel. Please also remember, if there's anything in school mathematics from grade 1 to grade 12 that you're not sure about, please send your problem with a WhatsApp photo to this number. Then we will send back an answer to you as soon as possible for free.